Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Lawler here. As always, the question I've been getting the most pretty much throughout this entire season is, what the heck are LCQs? How do they work? What's happening? What should I expect? What are the details? I don't know. And in today's video, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to break down LCQs, or Last Chance Qualifiers, this new/old thing that I actually ironically proposed back in May of 2023. So honestly, this is a format that I'm very familiar with because I was one of the ones that wanted to push it forward. This is something that I've been arguing for since we lost the wild cards. So a little bit of a kind of a sectioned video today. If you guys kind of get lost through it, I'll try to have timestamps down below. But basically, we're going to give you guys a quick history of what happened. They were taken away, and now that they're back, we're then going to talk about what they are, how they work, the formats, how things are decided, all the meat and potatoes of what LCQs are. And then we're going to go over something a little bit extra, which is potential teams, maybe some rumors that are going on, a little bit spicy insight that nobody else knows. So buckle up, it's going to be a long one. First things first, if you guys are unfamiliar with LCQs or wildcards, in the past at the World Championship, they used to do 2 weeks of the RLCS. The first week was for wildcard teams, basically based upon how your teams performed on a region side. So all the North American teams were competing for more North American teams to go and compete at the World Championship. Same thing with Europe. The better Europe placed, the more points they unlocked. And in the past, it used to be just a collective, how was your international points in competition? And based upon how well you did, there was a chance that you could earn 2 additional spots per region. 3, maybe 4, all depending on how many teams and how well they placed internationally. That has been changed. That was taken away. We didn't get wild cards because they're like, this is really expensive for another week of LAN. And not a whole lot of people bought tickets. This was for the super fans. Tried it once, didn't really work out. I do think it was a little bit too much. But what they have changed, and something I proposed, and I still would like this adapted a little bit, and I want this changed still a little bit more. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my what my ideal format is for the Rocket League Championship Series. Basically, what I proposed is that you should still take into account how regions perform, and that should unlock a wild card bid or a last chance qualifier, an opportunity for the teams that didn't make it to compete in another tournament, and the winner take all, they get a chance to go to the World Championship. And that's what they did. Let's give you a visual of how this all works. So on my roster document, which is in the description down below, you can pull this up. It is the 4th tab in my roster document. This is accessible to literally everyone. Anybody can go and do it. But the way that it works is, again, the 4 best performing regions across both majors will unlock a last chance qualifier. And that's what shows up top. So in Major 1, these are the placements of how the regions performed. And if you take those results and then you divide it by how many teams there were, you then get their average major points. This will change and adjust after Raleigh. So after we have Raleigh, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put those, we'll find the averages, and the 4 best performing regions will then unlock a last chance qualifier. How do those LCQs work? They're essentially like Open 7. We have gone through 6 opens. This will be a 7th. And all trade restrictions, all roster changes, all things, they're gone. Like, there is no limitation. If I'm Complexity and I want to say, you know what we're doing ain't working, we're going to drop Frosty, we're going to bring back Raise Bull, and we're going to go compete in South America. Go ahead. You can do it if Sam has an LCQ. If I'm NIP and you know what, I'm not really feeling it in Europe, let's go compete in MENA. They can do that as well. There is no limitations at all. They can make roster changes even though there's no trade window. If teams want to break up and sign up, it is a complete open qualifier system. The only thing to keep in mind, though, is that if you do break the 2/3 rule, so for example, Deleted. So Deleted has a pretty high seed, actually, because they have consistent top 8 results with Wavy, Andy, and Gyro. Say that team decides to not keep 2/3 of their starting roster and they go elsewhere, their seed is going to be lowered. It will go off of the points that they earned as an individual. That can be beneficial for some teams, but for the most part, if those things do happen, it is basically going to go off of the standard seeding rules that they've always had. They'll go off of ranked MMR and all that kind of stuff. It changes everywhere, but there is no region. There is no roster restrictions. There are none whatsoever. If you're a player and you want to go somewhere else, if you want to go sign up for a totally different region, you have all the reason to. There's going to be 4 spots available. There will be 4 opens. one for each individual region that unlocks a spot. That's what these are saying. The winner of that last chance qualifier, so say it's North American last chance qualifier, the way that those are going to work is starting on July 11th and going every other week, just like a typical online open event. The first week is going to be taking all of your signups, breaking it down to 192, breaking it down to top 32. Top 32 on that Sunday are going to play in a Swiss stage. Those are going to then break down to top 16. And then the following Friday, the 16 will play in a double elimination. Then they'll go down to top 8, single elim weighted bracket, and so on and so forth. Just like we have seen throughout this entire year. It is going to basically, like I said, be open 7. No restrictions, no trade locks, no nothing. You can sign up with a brand new team. At the end of the day, all we want is a really fun storyline, a really fun narrative, a team that came out of nowhere. Maybe it's a brand new makeup team. There's a lot of people theory crafting about stuff. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. But ultimately, if you have a region unlocked, guess what? You got a chance to make it to Lyon. Pretty crazy. Winner take all. There's only one winner. The winner of that open last chance qualifier will make it to Lyon as a wild card spot. So we'll break down that in a little bit. Now, those teams who unlock the wild card spot will then go to the World Championship, like I said, but they will be considered the last 4 seeds. There will be 17, 18, 19, and 20. And the assumption is that they are going to then play the other side of it, where the top teams will actually get a bye, and we will then see the teams that are ranked, in this case, just ahead of them. So 16, 15, 14, and 13. So you're going to take the lowest seed. So like NA5 will play against APAC 3 or APAC 2 or whatever the heck it is. So there is going to be a strengthening of the schedule. And this is a good thing. In my personal opinion, the World Championship should be the best of the best. It was the one nice thing about the wild card. The issue that we got from the wild card in the past that I talked about at the beginning of this video is you did see what ultimately came down to like APAC 2 playing MENA 3 and stuff. And like you saw really lackluster matches that didn't really mean anything. This takes care of that. You're telling me the first matches we're watching are the weakest teams against the wildcard teams. And it makes sense. Hey, man, you guys came here on a whim. You guys are the last people to make it. And you know what? You got to get through the weakest teams first before you get a chance to play against the big dogs in the main event, which is great. So they will have a play-in system where the teams that are 13, 14, 15, and 16 will play the teams that are 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then once they make it through that, then they get put into the 16 pool, and that's when we get to see what is the World Championship to the fullest degree. Those matches are going to be exciting, and I will say it, mark my words, LCQs are going to be the most stressful time in an entire career. You're telling me one event determines if I go to the World Championship or not on a whim. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be just like Shopify Rebellion and OG playing in a Game 7 OT where one goal is the determining factor if you go to the major in the World Championship or not. It's going to be nuts. And it's going to be great because we all get to watch it and enjoy it. In my document, if you guys want to see more details on that, I do have a link to the play-ins. If you click here, it does say that. It'll bring you to the page. It explains everything, how the points and everything are unlocked, the teams that are locked in, the play-in teams. Again, this is the play-in bracket that I just mentioned, where the teams that are 13, 14, 15, 16 are playing against the teams that are 17, so on and so forth. They'll do the inverse. So I assume this will be the best team, the 13th seed, playing against the worst team, which is the 20th seed, which will probably be like Sam number 3 or whatever that may be. Could be complexity, could be scary. But the whole point is that they're going to play through that bracket, and the winners get to move on and then join the group stage with the rest of the teams. It should be amazing. It is a good way to find 4 rosters. So this is the visual of that. If you guys would like additional questions or on stuff, stop at stream twitch.tv/Lawler. So I will do my best throughout these events. I will do my best for you guys as well, that when the time comes, I will update the averages. I will tell you who is competing and when things are. We don't currently know which teams play which qualifier. There's qualifier 1, qualifier 2, qualifier 3, qualifier 4, or last chance qualifier 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know which region is which. I would assume they're going to do them in the order of importance. My assumption is it'll be like South America, MENA, Europe, NA. If I had to guess, I don't know. We will find those out after Raleigh, I assume, at some point. Those did get shifted up a week as well. They were actually going to start a little bit earlier or a little bit later, but they did pull them back, I assume, because EWC is in that point as well. Because EWC is the week after this. So you're going to have Raleigh a little bit of a break, a couple weeks. Then it's going to start the qualifiers. It's going to be, again, these are hypotheticals. SAM qualifier. They'll go for 2 weeks. Then it'll be MENA qualifier. Goes for 2 weeks. Then it'll be EU qualifier. Goes for 2 weeks. Then it'll be NA qualifier. Goes for 2 weeks. Then EWC will happen. We'll have another couple weeks. And then the World Championship will happen in September in Lyon. That's the general timeline. Now, something that I haven't mentioned and something I haven't really talked about is what is all this below it? What is going on? A couple weeks back, me and my stream started theory crafting what could be some potential teams, what could be potential changes, and these are rosters that have not made the World Championship. One in particular, Gentlemates, has a very tall task. This is something that I've been needing to talk about in particular. Even though they are going to the major, they essentially need a grand finals appearance to overtake and pass up GK in points. It's gonna be tough. So there's a chance that GK still makes Worlds while Mates, NIP, and the rest have to fight through LCQs. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be absolutely brutal for NIP because they've proven they can't ice it when it matters most. So with that in mind, we do have a couple teams, a couple rosters, a couple theory crafted things. There's been a lot of conversations as well on the subreddit about potentially seeing this wavy 5-up duo come together. They just won the 2v2 open event, maybe slotting in some teams, maybe taking some of the pre-existing ones and filling this out. But this kind of gives you a visual of teams to expect and maybe potential changes that you could see with that as well. We saw Talk and Reddles playing twos together. Who knows what's going to happen? Is Shopify going to stick? Are they going to break up Parth and two-piece? Are they going to build around Reddles? There's a lot of excitement. So we basically have a mini roster mania that's going to happen going in. There has been some big rumors in North America. I can tell you specifically, about changes. The complexity going to South America and picking up Raise Bowl again could be a possibility. That would mean the top seed in North America is no longer. There's chances that some of these European teams like Team Evo and Strictly Business literally just can't keep their players in North America because of college. And there's a chance that they're not in session or in season for college. So they may not have thirds to play with their team. So what happens if like Complexity, Evo, and Strictly Business, all teams that are considered likely in like the top 4 seeding, no longer are in the way? It's open for the taking, man. And we haven't even talked about Europe. I don't even know what the heck's happening in Europe. So there is a lot of chaos going down. There's a lot of excitement, I think, for LCQs. And it's still quite a ways away. We still got to get through Raleigh first. So if you guys have questions, please stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. As a quick recap for everybody, just in case you missed out, the Raleigh Major is from June 26th to the 29th. Those 4 regions that perform the best are going to have their average points put together, which is that section I had on the top right. And based upon who has the most average major points will then get 4 LCQs or 1 per each unlocked. Those LCQs you consider open 7 for those regions where winner takes all. On July 1st, the RLCS 2025 roster and region restrictions are now ended. There is no restrictions. There is no region locks. Players and teams can move to any region at any point. They can go play wherever they want. They can re-sign up. If Complexity wants to go sign up for SAM, they can. If NIP wants to go sign up for MENA, they can. There is no restrictions. Some point after Raleigh, they will announce which regions are playing when. Who's playing in the first LCQ? Who's playing in the second LCQ? Is it EU, NA, SAM? We don't know. We have no idea. We will not find out till later. If I'm a betting person, I think they're going to do NA last, EU second to last. Whether they do SAM or MENA first, I don't know. I have no idea. With that in mind, we also have RLCS 1v1s going on to determine who's going to make it. We'll talk about that on Thursday this week, most likely. And then on July 11th, they're going to start LCQ 1. All the teams signed up for LCQ 1 are then going to work down to top 32. They'll play that on Sunday. And then the following Friday, so 11th to the 20th, that is when they will start doing that and trying to figure out, okay, top 32, we figured out top 16. 16 will play on Friday. That's our group stage. We break it down to 8, so on and so forth. July 18th to the 27th is LCQ. July 25th to August 3rd is LCQ 3. And then August 1st to August 10th is LCQ number 4. And the week after that is then EWC. After EWC wraps up, 2 weeks after that is the World Championship in Lyon. That is everything we have on LCQs. If you have additional questions, if you have additional concerns, if you'd like me to explain things more, please let me know in the comments. I also have some comments and some questions, obviously, from my chat right now. So we're going to end this video so you guys watching don't have to keep listening. And I'm going to go answer those. But if you guys do enjoy this type of content, if you guys enjoy this type of explanation, let me know in the comments down below any additional questions you have. Stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. And while you're down there, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications, check out the socials. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'ma hit you right back with a peace sign. I'm a sucker for the short, not a long time.